In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Mic check, mic check, mic check.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
and then our special guest that the seniors have selected to be with them tonight. So let's meet the seniors from Cranston High School West. Escorted by his parents, Jamie and Christine Cusman, sister Abby, he has selected as his inspiration Mr. Craig Sacco. Number 1, the co-captain of the Cranston West baseball team, Colby Cusman. Our next honoree, escorted by his parents, Robert and Danielle Leone, his sister Giada, and his teacher staff member who has influenced him, Mrs. Lauren Fagundes. Number 22, Luciano Leone. Next, escorted by his parents, Dennis and Beth Samples, inspiration, Mr. Corey Capercio. Number 5, Dimitri Sampales. Escorted by his parents, Edwin and Maria Silverio, and his as his inspirational teacher staff member, Mr. Craig Hughes. Number 2, Eddie Silverio. Escorted by his parents, Andy and Kelly Ann, and his sister Ella, Ethan has selected Stephanie Kaffenberger as his inspirational teacher staff member. Ladies and gentlemen, number 14, Ethan White. And lastly, escorted by his parents, Sal and Jen Pashoni, and his siblings, Vanessa and Nick, Chris has selected as his teacher staff member inspiration, Ashley Levely, co-captain, number 18, Chris Pashoni. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating seniors from 2023 Cranston West baseball team. How about a round of applause? And now, ladies ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the graduating seniors from Cranston High School East Thunderbolts. Head baseball coach, Gary Bucci. Assistant coaches, Mark Mercurio, Jason Sanford, and Nate Lopes. Our first senior, escorted by his mother Jennifer, his father Raimundo. Damon has selected as his honoree Ms. Leslie Conley. Number 9, Damon Asensio. Escorted by his mom Odalis and his father Ramon. Randy has selected as his inspirational teacher Lisa Ventitulo. Number 21, Randy Guzman. Escorted by his mom Yeneth, father Adriano, brother Armani, brother Anthony, sister Alicia. Adrian has selected as his honoree Mr. Ryan Ingarowski. Number 17, Adrian Pimento. Escorted by his mother Leslie, his father Michael, his brother Matthew. John has selected as his inspirational teacher Mr. Rosito. Number 18, John Varon. Escorted by his mom Yocasta and his father Wellington. Angel has selected as his honoree for the evening Miss Watson. Number 1, Angel Garcia. Sit there and be quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating seniors from Cranston High School East. At this time, we would like to make a special presentation to a special young lady. The team manager from Cranston East, who never misses a game, never misses a practice, keeps everybody in line, does all the stats, has been a great inspiration to all the players at Cranston East. They would like to honor the team manager, Mia Walters. We can all agree that it's been a great year of baseball for both Cranston East and Cranston West. They will both be participating in the Division I playoffs starting next week. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the graduating seniors from Cranston East and Cranston West. We are also honored tonight. I'll be turning the microphone over to two Cranston West alum, but they're not going to show any partiality tonight. From Pro FM, 92 Pro FM and 79 The Score, we have Jessica Sciano and Dean Salitro, who will be doing the play-by-play commentary for tonight's game. At this time, let's play ball.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell.
Fans, good afternoon. Welcome to Cranston Stadium for the rubber match of this crosstown rivalry. On the Fans Only Sports Network this Monday, the Falcons evened the series at 1 game apiece with a 5-0 shutout victory. That brings us to tonight. It is senior night here for both Cranston teams, and while this game is considered an exhibition, there is no doubt that both teams will be trying their hardest to win this one and take the season series. I'm Charlie Adams of Thunderbolt Sports Media, calling this game play-by-play. Here we are with Cranston East, Cranston West getting ready to get underway. John Devine, junior pitcher, will start on the mound for the Thunderbolts as we look to see who will win the rubber match. It'll be Bolts Falcons here live on the Fans Only Sports Network when we return as they battle for city bragging rights.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just by a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Just by a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Husband, number 1.
Welcome back here as we get ready to get the top of the first underway. Leading off for the Falcons will be number 1, Colby Kuzman, playing center field today. The first pitch of the game will miss outside for a ball. Divine's 1-0, again misses outside. 2-0 on the UAB commit, University of Alabama at Birmingham. This one will be in for a strike. Count moves to 2-1. Another ball misses wide outside. Kuzman, last game on Monday, doubled into the gap in his 4th at bat, and here he'll ground it to the second baseman Asensio, who throws onto first for the first out of the game.
Up next to bat, number 18, the pitcher, Chris Pashoni.
That'll bring up Chris Pashoni, batting in the second and doing the pitching today. First pitch strike for Divine. Pashoni, one of the many seniors, starting for the Falcons today, as down 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch be taken and called a ball. Divine's 1-2. Misses low and outside. Count now even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is fouled up and out of play. We'll do the 2-2 again here. This will be grounded to the shortstop, Alexandri. Fields it, throws onto first in time for the second out of the inning.
Up next, number 22, second base, Luciano Leone.
Divine starting off with 2 ground outs as we hear some feedback from the PA announcers. Divine will have to face number 3 hitter, Luciano Leone. He'll miss inside for the first pitch. Divine's 1-0 pitch. Another inside miss. Divine missing towards the right-handed batter's box today to start this one off. Down 2-0. And he'll fall deeper behind now. 3-0 on the 3-hole hitter. George Threats waits on deck. And he'll get one there as he works his way back into this at bat. It's 3-1 now. And this will be a called strike. Count now moves full 3-2. The payoff pitch will be swung on and grounded towards first base. Pimento fields it and takes it himself to the bag for a 1-2-3 inning to start this one off for the Thunderbolts.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back.
Welcome. Welcome back in to the bottom of the first. Video not working right now as Damon Asensio is able to drag bunt to third base and make it to second now to lead off the inning on a first pitch. Error at first, we'll call it a single advanced on error.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 3, Carlos Garcia.
Carlos Morejo now comes up with a runner in scoring position and nobody out, following the swinging bunt, it seemed, by Asensio. Morejo intentionally walked last game in a scoring opportunity, and this one will get away from catcher Ethan White, and Asensio quickly now down to third base. Runner just 90 feet away now with nobody out. One of the most feared hitters in the state at the plate. Jones' pitch will miss high for a ball. Count now 2-0. And here, he'll drive one deep. That'll get to the track and be caught in foul territory, but it'll be plenty to get the runner in from third. Cranston East is able to put one on the board
Nice
right
catch in
away.
left field by Brendan Smith.
Stack fly for Morejo.
Third, the catcher, number 24, Jaden Tolentino.
It'll bring up Jaden Tolentino with the bases empty now and one away. Pashon's first pitch misses. One and 0 now. As this will be swung on and driven to left field. Left fielder is going to fall down, not be able to make the catch, and Tolentino will round first, head for second, and he'll be in with a stand-up double. Early trouble for the Falcons now.
Batting fourth, first baseman, number 17, Adrian Pimentel.
Adrian Pimentel now batting out of the 4-hole as he'll take a first pitch for a strike. Bolts already with one run in. And this game's just getting underway here. As this one brush him off the plate. Count even now at 1-1. This will again get away from White, who can't find the ball. Tolentino's rounding, and he has to put on the brakes halfway towards home. Thought about going home, but held up. It's a second wild pitch / passed ball for the Falcons. And the battery of Pashon and Ethan White behind the plate. 2-1 now, as we still are here with no video, but audio will have to do, at least for now, as this pitch will be called strike on the outer half of the plate. Count even now at 2-2. Tolentino leads off at third base, 90 feet away. Adrian Pimentel gearing up as he'll swing and saw this one off towards the first base dugout. Count will stay at 2-2. Pimentel seemingly trading spots in the lineup with his younger brother, as he's batting 4 and his younger brother's batting 7 this game. The 2-2 pitch from Pashoni is swung on and dribbled towards the third base dugout, and it will roll foul. Count stays 2-2 on Pimentel with one away. And count will now run full as that one misses high. And he'll swing through the 3-2 pitch for the second out of the inning. Pashoni breaking out off speed. Big spot.
Angel Garcia.
Now 2 outs as the 5-hitter Angel Garcia comes up to the plate. As we're still trying to get the camera fixed. This will miss outside. Count starts off 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is driven into center field. It'll get down for a single. Garcia stays at first. Tolentino scores from third. Bolts break out a 2-run lead in the first inning. It brings up Central Connecticut State University commit Randy Guzman. Usually his bread is buttered on the pitcher's mound, but will be batting today as he'll take the first pitch and line out to the third baseman. Hard liner to third base, as that'll end the inning, but not before the Thunderbolts will put up 2 runs.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right.
Welcome back in, as we're still struggling to get the video back going, but regardless, it'll bring George Threats up to the plate for the Falcons, following 2 runs by the Thunderbolts in the bottom half of the first. The first pitch will be grounded to the pitcher, Devine, who throws on to first. Another ground out for Devine as the first out of the inning comes quickly. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Thunderbolts. It'll bring up Nick Massey, batting out of the 5-hole today. Did the pitching on Monday.
Up next, number 11, first baseman Nick Massey.
Did a lot of it as he threw a complete game shutout. And he'll ground this one up the middle and through for a single, the first Falcons single of the day. Base runner for the Falcons to start the inning.
Coming up next, third baseman number 21, Alex Milano.
They'll bring up the freshman Alex Milano with 1 away. Devine's pitch will be fouled back to the backstop and
Jump up and get that.
stuck
I'll give $3.
stuck on the backstop now.
Mayor, yeah, I don't need
Devine up 0-1 early. Devine's 0-1 will be swung on and missed for the second strike of the at-bat. Devine now in command, 0-2. 1 away with a runner on first for Alex Milano at the plate. playing third base today. As he'll swing through this one, it'll be a 3-pitch strikeout. Second out of the inning brings up Brendan Smith, the left fielder,
Left fielder, number 6.
with 2 away. Divine so far making quick work of the Falcons. Smith stepping in as the first pitch will miss low, and the count will be 1-0 now. Massey leads off first as the second pitch of that bat again misses low. Count now 2-0. The 2-0 count on Brendan Smith as Divine attempts a pickoff move. Massey slides back safely. Divine's 2-0 pitch will be in for a called strike. Count now 2-1. 2-1 count on Brendan Smith. 2 away in the top of the second. Massey moving. Throw down is going to be not in time. Massey with the stolen base. Swing at the plate moves the count to 2-2 now. Massey's stolen base will have him on second. 2 away. 2 strikes, 2 balls in the second inning. Divine looking to put him away here as it's fouled it back to the backstop, and the count will remain 2-2.
You're going to get startled every time it's oh, it's not coming up here. Well, it could. I got your back.
We'll do the 2-2 again. Divine's pitch is swung on and missed in the dirt. Tolentino throws onto first to complete the strikeout and end the top of the second. No score from the Falcons. Score 2-0. Thunderbolts.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the...
Moving now to the bottom of the second, still struggling to get the video back as Armani Pimento steps in and watches the first pitch high. He'll foul this one out of play to even the count at 1-1 now. Armani Pimento still has one more year as a Thunderbolt, just a junior, and he'll take Pashoni's 1-1 pitch for a called strike. Count now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch will miss inside as the count now evens at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is going to be swung through and missed. Another off-speed pitch that gets it done for Pashoni. First out of the inning comes by a strikeout, and it'll bring up the DH, John Varon. John Varon batting out an 8-hole, DHing for the pitcher, John Devine, and he'll watch the first pitch in for a strike. Pashoni's 0-1 pitch will be swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2. John Varon, graduating senior. He will be attending University of Alabama. Let's take this inside. 1-2 count now. Attending University of Alabama, not for baseball specific, but he is a smart cookie, you know. And he'll watch another breaking ball in from Pashoni, another strikeout for Pashoni. Bring up the 9-hitter, Javen Alexandre.
Batting ninth for Cranston East, the shortstop, number 2, Javen Alexandre.
He'll swing at the first pitch and drive it to the right field. It'll drop in for a single. Right fielder nearly able to come up with it. Little 2-out magic for the Thunderbolts here as the lineup flips over and Damon Asensio comes to the plate. Asensio, last at bat, drove one to the outfield for a single and was able to... Damon Asensio drove one to third base and the throw got away and he was able to advance to second on it. And he'll foul the first pitch away for the first strike. Second pitch will be popped up, giving chases Ethan White, and it'll drop.
Great effort, great effort.
Count 0-2 with 2 outs for Alexandria. Oh, and 2 on Alexandria. 0-2 on Asensio. Alexandria leading off first. Alexandria stealing on the pitch.
Up next for Cranston West, second baseman, number 22, Luciano Leone.
Mic check. Mike. All right. Oh, I got feedback now. We're gonna have to just continue without camera, it seems. Yep.
Up next for the Falcons, third baseman, number 21, Alex Milano.
We'll try to keep it updated here as the Falcons are threatening to score their first run. John Devine with a strike there. All right. Devine's pitch will miss inside for a ball. Now I gotta check, see if we got audio online. Two-strike bunt attempt will be called a swing from Milano. And that'll be an out for the Thunderbolts as he's not able to get it down. Trying to manufacture a run here in the fourth inning, trailing by 3 with runners on second and third now as Brendan Smith comes up to the plate. The first pitch from Devine will be in for a strike. I'll update the outs when I know them, but Smith grounds weakly to third base. Morejo throws on to first in time for the out. That'll end the inning. No damage done by the Falcons as the score will remain 3-0 and will enter the bottom of the fourth.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
Welcome back to Cranston Stadium here for the bottom of the fourth inning. Score of 3-0 Cranston East, as we're going to keep this broadcast going without any camera. We got a new pitcher on the mound for the Falcons, Colby Kuzman pitching, relieving Chris Pichone on the mound. His first batter will be for him to face will be John Varon.
Leading off for Chris, number 18, John Barron.
Bottom of the fourth now, as John Varon leads us off and will take a first pitch strike from Colby Kuzman. Varon watches the 0-1 pitch upstairs as the count moves to 1-1 now. Kuzman's 1-1 is swung on and popped up toward center field. Right fielder blows over to him, and he'll take for the first out of the inning. One away now for Javen Alexandre.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Javen Alexandre.
Alexandre holding down the bottom of the Thunderbolts order as he'll watch the first pitch high for a ball 1. Kuzman's 1-0 again high. Count now 2-0. 2-0 count as another ball will miss high. 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, and nobody on for Javen Alexandre as Kuzman's 3-0 pitch will be in for a strike. Kuzman pitching from the windup now, as this one will be taken for ball 4. Base runner now with 1 out for the Thunderbolts, looking to expand on their 3-0 lead. Lineup flips over and Damon Asensio comes up for his 3rd at-bat of the game. One away as Alexandre leads off first. This pitch will run inside and catch him. A hit by pitch for Damon Asensio. After leaving last game a little early due to injury, he'll take this hit by pitch.
Now batting for Cranston, he's
But
third baseman, number 3, Carlos Morejo.
no injury for him as it brings up Carlos Morejo now with a chance to do damage. Intentionally walked last time. Might be a good idea here. Kuzman's first pitch misses low and away for ball 1. Falling behind on Morejo, 1-0 now. Runners on first and second and 1 away, as this will go way wide of Ethan White behind the dish. And that'll be the second ball of that bat, and runners will advance to second and third. 2-0 count now. With first base available now, the Falcons will elect to intentionally walk Morejo to load the bases and have the double play be put in order with 1 away. Intentional walk for the second time in as many games for Morejo against West, and it'll bring up Jaden Tolentino to the plate as Kuzman in trouble in his first inning of work. Starts off the at-bat with a strike, however. Kuzman now working out of the stretch with the bases loaded and 1 away. Tolentino batting out of the right-hander's batter's box as he takes strike 2. 0-2 now as Kuzman looks for important, pivotal second out of this inning, looking to not allow any Thunderbolts in as it'll miss low and away for ball 1. 1-2 count now for Tolentino, who doubled his first at-bat, driving in the second run of the game. And he'll pop this one up It'll stay on the infield as the infield fly is called. The wind knocks it down, and confusion on the base pass as Alexandri runs home and the tag is applied. Electing to run with an infield fly in effect. It'll be a double play. Confusion on the base pass has both Bucci and first base coach for Cranston East upset by the call. Regardless, the inning will end with no score despite what looked to be a promising inning.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Welcome back in to Cranston Stadium for the top of the fifth inning.
I do enjoy the request.
Count
Coming up
scores
next inning,
3-0 Bolts as John Devine continues to work on the mound.
Not actually Taylor Swift. We don't have her booked for tonight. Up for the Falcons, catcher number 14, Ethan White.
Ethan White will lead us off, the number 8 hitter for the Falcons. First pitch swinging towards center field. It'll be the center fielder, a collision in center. Unsure if the ball was caught. It looks like it was, but lack of communication as left fielder and center fielder collide. Both still on the ground following the collision. Seemed the left fielder was able to come up with it, for what it's worth. as the video returns. Let's see how long it lasts. Looks like no one will come out of the game after the collision. Wish you could have saw it, but
Number 2, Eddie Silverio.
Divine now with one away, working on Edwin Silverio as that misses inside for ball 1. Count evens at 1-1 with the strike from Divine on Edwin Silverio. His last at bat came as this is going to be shot into center field for a single. Batted in the 3rd inning previously when the camera wasn't working.
Back to the top of the order for the Falcons, #1 center fielder Colby Kuzman.
Video holding strong now as Colby Kuzman, now pitching for the Falcons, comes to the plate with a runner on. One away here. As he'll take the first pitch and drive it into the right center gap. Chasing is the center fielder who comes down with it. Silverio was running on contact. He's caught up between first and second, and it'll be a double play. Silverio thought it was getting down. Great job to run it down by the center fielder, and it'll be a double play. The Falcons thought that they could have their first run, and it turns into a double play. Angel Garcia with a great running play. Score remains 3-0 as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Welcome back as Taylor Swift takes over the ballpark. Coming back a little early as we enter the bottom of the 5th, just to savor the time that the camera is actually working here at Stadium. It's been a rough one technology-wise. We've tried to stick through it, tried to get past any technological difficulties. Missed a little bit of action in between the 2nd and 3rd inning, but for the most part, we've been there the whole way along, camera or not. Bottom of the 5th as Colby Kuzman gets ready to start off the inning against Adrian Pimentel. His pitch will be swung on and driven foul towards the football field adjacent to the 3rd base dugout. 0-1 as the video freezes up again. Video back running smooth. 0-1 count as this one runs inside, almost gets him. Pimentel able to get out of the way. Count moves even now, 1-1. Pimentel flew out to left field his last at bat, as this one again, another wide pitch from Kuzman on the mound that goes straight to the backstop. Saw one of those in the previous inning. Allowed runners to go to second and third. Kuzman's 2-1 pitch to Pimentel is going to be swung on and driven to right field. Right fielder going back on it, won't be able to get it. It'll bounce off the fence, and Pimentel will be sliding head first into second with a double to lead off the inning.
It's a double by Angel Garcia, left Jim to end the double to lead off bottom.
It looked great in person. The camera froze again on us. Couldn't see it on video. Pimentel have second base, and it'll be Angel Garcia with nobody out. I'll try to keep my eye on the video, make sure it doesn't freeze up on me. So nobody out. Nope. Nobody out. Runner on second, and he'll swing at a pitch at his eyes for the first strike. Expanding the zone, trying to drive in the runner. Down 0-1 as Garcia will ground it to third base. Pimentel caught up now in a rundown between second and third, and he'll be tagged out. Not even sure if the umpire was looking in the right direction on that play. Fielder's choice for Angel Garcia as he'll take first base. Not much could be done by Pimentel there. Just caught up in the wrong spot as Guzman with a first pitch swing and fly out to center field. Second out of the inning for the Thunderbolts, and it'll bring up Armani Pimentel. Armani Pimentel grounded out to the second baseman in his last at-bat as Garcia leads off first base, and he's going to be picked off, and he's going to try to get back to first. Missed the bag completely, and that'll be the end of the inning. Another freeze by the camera. Luckily, you didn't want to see that if you're a Thunderbolts fan, so saved your eyes a little there. The score's going to remain 3-0 as the camera gives up on us again.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Welcome back to the top of the sixth. John Devine still on the mound, working a shutout here, defending a 3-run Thunderbolt lead. No score by either side since the second inning.
Kicking off the 6th inning, coming in at number 18, our pitcher,
It'll be
Chris
Pashoni leading off for the Falcons in the top of the 6th inning. And a first pitch strike from Devine. Devine's 0-1 will be swung on, and it's quickly now 0-2. 0-2 on Pashoni. Luciano Leone awaits on deck. And this will be shot between shortstop and third base and through for a single. Pashoni reaching to start the inning for the Falcons.
Up next for the Falcons, number 22, second baseman, Luciano Leone.
Jess, let's see if the Falcons can get something going here off John Devine, who's been terrific through 5.
Luciano Leone up at the plate. George Threats waiting on deck as Pashoni leads off at first base. Devine's pitch will miss high. Leone hit by pitch his last at bat. It'll be a called strike on Leone. A pickoff attempt at first base. Pashoni back in plenty of time. Count 1-1 at the plate with nobody away in the top of the 6th inning. Devine from the stretch. Slider action, misses low and away, no swing at the plate. Falling behind now 2-1 on Luciano Leone. Devine's pitch will be fouled out of play to even the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch will be fouled off and the count will remain 2-2. Mic check. All right, we're good, we're good. The 2-2 pitch is going to be taken for strike 3 called. Slowly walking back to the dugout is Leone. We're still beat us.
Up next for the Falcons, right fielder,
First
number
out
10,
of the inning
George
and
Threats.
bring George Threats up to the plate. Froze Leone. First out of the inning brings up George Threats. And a called strike on the outer half of the plate. Pashoni leads off at first as another called strike, hitting a spot time and time again. Devine looks over at first, sets the pitch. Is going to be away, picked at the plate, back pick attempt, but he's back in time at first. Good stop behind the plate by Jaden Tolentino to prevent any advancement from Pashoni at first. This will be fouled towards the first base dugout, and the count will stay 1-2. The 1-2 pitch will get by Tolentino, and the runner will advance to second base with one away. Runner now in scoring position as the count moves to 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Devine is going to be dribbled short. Devine will take it, throw on to first. It's not going to be in time. Pimentel at first base had to get off the bag to field it, but it might not have made a difference as runners on first and third now with just one away. Nick Massey now at the plate with a chance to provide the Falcons with their first run of the ball game.
Up next for the Falcons, first baseman, number 11, Nick Massey.
First and third scenario as the lefty Nick Massey steps to the plate. Massey in the second inning was able to single and steal second base. And he'll take the first pitch he sees and drive it down the line. It'll be called a foul ball as it rattles off the fence. A loud strike number 1 on Nick Massey as the Falcons dugout springs to life. Morejo playing in on third base with the runner just 90 feet away as Massey calls time at the plate. Oh, and 1 runners on the corners. Devine's 0-1 pitch is going to be taken inside for a ball. Count evens at 1-1. Devine's jersey half tucked, half untucked as the Cranston East Thunderbolts don the blackout jerseys. The 1-1 pitch as the runner's on the move. Asensio will not be able to come up with it cleanly. He throws to third base and it's not going to be in time. Hit and run from the Falcons, bring in their first run of the game. A good idea to hit and run there as it pays off. And runners remain on the corners with 1 away, with 1 run in. No chance to get him at the plate. And it'll be Milano being pinch hit for by number 9, who takes the first pitch he sees and drives it into the right center gap, and it'll fall in for extra bases. 1 runner in, and that'll be all they get off of a double by number 9. Immediately contributing off the bench, Dante Piscapello coming in off the bench and bringing the second run of the inning to score. It'll bring Cranston East head coach Bucci out to the mound as he has a discussion with John Devine and the infield surrounding him, following 2 runs coming in for the Falcons. Devine, day is over. He'll leave runners on second and third as into pitch is Javen Alexandre, the shortstop. Devine was dealing for most of the day. Got a little shaky in a couple innings. But now we'll have 2 runs in, 1 out, and 2 runners to his name waiting on the base paths. Very strong 5 innings of shutout baseball, but he could walk off with the loss if things don't go to Thunderbolt's way with these next 2 outs that the Falcons have to work with here. Runners on second and third. Alexandria coming in to pitch will move Jerusalem Leone into the infield. And
Shortstop Jaden Alexandre.
it'll move Damon Asensio to shortstop. Jerusalem Leone will take over at second base, and Carlos Morejo will remain at third. And of course, Adrian Pimentel is still playing first base. This game just got a whole lot interesting in just about 2 batters. Great job pinch hitting from Dante Piscapello, coming up when needed for the Falcons. Alexandra has been the go-to guy out of the bullpen for the Thunderbolts this season. And Damon Asensio will stay at second base. It'll be Leone playing third base. It won't be easy for Alexandria to get out of this. We got runners on second and third with just 1 out. It seems that coming out of this inning with the game being tied might be best case scenario for these Thunderbolts. First batter Alexandria will face out of the bullpen will be Brendan Smith.
Number 6, Brendan Smith, left fielder.
Brendan Smith, as a balk is called. Little confusion. The umpire almost seemed like a balk. Fans wanted it. Alexandria's first pitch will be a strike on the outer half of the plate. 3-2. 3-2 is your score. And Alexandria will get ahead now 0-2 after another called strike taken by Smith at the plate. Big second out coming up for the Thunderbolts as that one misses outside. Piscapello leads off second, and leading off third is Nick Massey. As that one half swings, appeal down to the field ump, unsuccessful as the count runs even now at 2-2. Pivotal pitch coming up. It'll be fouled at the plate. The count remained 2-2 now. Try to get this camera back for you guys. No dice. We'll stick with just audio. The count runs full, 3-2. Has first base open if he wants to face Ethan White out of the 8-hole waiting on deck. Foul tip to the backstop as the count stays full, 3-2. Runners on second and third, infield playing in on the number 7 hitter. Alexandria's full count pitch will be a strikeout, looking. The off speed fools him there. Second out of the inning as Ethan White comes up to the plate looking to put the Falcons on top in this game. The first pitch of the at-bat will be a called strike on Ethan White. 0-1 as Alexandre works to get out of the jam. Ball misses low. Count now even 1-1. This one will be stopped at the plate, low in the dirt, but a good effort by Tolentino to keep it in front of him. And now the count moves in the hitter's favor, 2-1. This will be grounded to Damon Asensio at second base. He fields and throws on to first base for the easy third out of the inning. Alexandre escapes the jam with the lead still intact. The Thunderbolts lead 3-2 as they enter the bottom of the sixth.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted.
Welcome back in as we keep working on getting the camera going again here. The bottom of the sixth. Falcons get on the board with 2 in the top half of the inning. Making this game a little more interesting as they run John Devine out of the game in the middle of the inning. Alexandre is able to come in with 2 outs to get and get both. New pitcher for the Falcons is Luciano Leon, relieving Colby Kuzman after 1 inning of work. It was a difficult 1 inning of work for Kuzman. Got saved by an infield fly that resulted in a double play for the Falcons. Leon looking to hold the lead at just 1 for the Falcons.
Leading off for Cranston East in the bottom of the 6th inning, right fielder, number 7.
Armani Pimentel to lead us off in the bottom half of the 6th inning as he'll take first pitch strike from Leon. Second pitch is going to be in for another called strike. Down 0-2 now. Pimentel at the plate. The 0-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Leon starts off the inning with a 3-pitch strikeout. John Varon now up to the plate with 1 out in the inning.
Now batting for Cranston East, the designated hitter, number 18, John Barrett.
John Varon looking for his senior night moment as he takes strike 1 from Leon. Leon working fast, aggressively, as another strike from Leon. Another batter down 0-2 as the Thunderbolts look to answer back in the bottom half of the 6th. Count now 1-2 as Varon takes a ball low. No immaculate inning for Leon. 1-2 pitch is going to be swung on and grounded, chopped to the pitcher who throws to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Ground out to the pitcher, and we're 2 away now.
The pitcher, Javen Alexandre.
Newly inserted pitcher, Javen Alexandre, up to the plate with 2 away in the bottom half of the 6th. Leadoff man Damon Asensio waits on deck as the first pitch is up and in for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed by Alexandre at the plate. Leone working from the set with nobody on. That will miss for a ball. 2-1 now. Leone's 2-1 will be taken for strike 2. Count even now, 2-2. 2 away now for Leone on the mound. As a slider is in there and rings up Alexandre looking. And that'll be a quick bottom of the 6th for the Thunderbolts. The score stays at 3-2
No runs for Cranston East in the bottom of
as
the
we
6th.
enter
Score remains
the
3-2
top
as we
of
go
the
to
7th. Stick with us through the break as Alexandre looks for 3 more outs to close this game out. Alexandre just 3 outs away from finishing off senior night as a victory for the Thunderbolts. Looking to take home the series against the Falcons this season. After splitting their league games, it all is coming down to this senior night game, which has become a close one in the last inning. It will not be Javen Alexander who goes looking for these last 3 outs of the game. It'll be Cranston East ace Randy Guzman coming in for his senior night moment. After playing left field for this game, he is now pitching the top of the 7th and looking to shut the door on the Cranston East West Falcons. Guzman, fresh off of pitching on Monday and throwing a fair amount of pitches as he's back in action today. I thought he might have an inning in him, and it seems he does. Definitely a gamer as he wants this spot to get the save against the Falcons after being held for the loss on Monday, giving up 5 runs across 4 2/3 innings. Guzman likely adrenaline flowing as he has a chance to send him and his senior friends home with the victory. Throw down to second by Tolentino, and we're ready to get underway. 3 outs is all Guzman's asked for today. Bolts and Falcons looking forward to Division I playoffs coming next week. The Thunderbolts will play a home game on May 31st. Hopefully we can have that broadcasted on Fans Only Sports Network with a working camera. Radio call is all right, but the people want the camera, you know. It won't be easy for Guzman as he has to face he gets the 9-hitter, and then it's the top of the order as he looks to close this one out. It's Severio up, the 9-hitter, as he takes a pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0 as Guzman misses again outside for ball 2. The 1-2 count. The 2-0 count on Edwin Silverio with Colby Kuzman waiting on deck. That pitch is going to be called a ball high. What seemed like a wide zone from the umpire today has suddenly tightened up as it's a 4-pitch walk to lead us off. And it'll bring up the D1 commit,
Number 1,
Colby Kuzman. Last year's senior night, Colby Kuzman hit an absolute bomb to right center field. As this one will get past Tolentino behind the plate and the runner will move to second base. 5 straight balls from Randy Guzman out of the bullpen. Little overexcitement perhaps on the mound as D1 commit versus D1 commit with runner in scoring position. Another inside brushes Kuzman off the plate. 2-0 now. 2-0 with runner leading off second base as there it is. The first strike of the night for Guzman in relief. Chris Pashoni waits on deck as this one is half-heartedly swung through by Colby Kuzman, and now the count moves even suddenly 2-2. Guzman taking back control of that bat as this one misses just high. Count runs full, first base is open. With Silverio leading off of second base. The payoff pitch by Guzman is going to be fouled into the football field, and the count will stay full. Little half swing, but keeps that bat alive. We'll do the 3-2 again now. As that swung on and missed, tipped into the mitt for the first out of the inning as the runner tries to advance, and he will successfully. Takes advantage of a sleeping Thunderbolts defense. Close play at third, risky play by Silverio, but it pays off as the tying run is 90 feet away.
Batting for the Falcons, number 18, Chris Pashoni.
This senior night is 90 feet away from being tied. In a game where the Bolts seem to be in full control, Guzman gets strike one on Pashoni at the plate. Pashoni batting out of the 2-hole and started this game on the mound. He's showing bunt now. He won't get it down. Suicide squeeze attempt, but he'll get back to the bag safely. The ball gets by at third base. No try again from Silverio at third. Failed suicide squeeze attempt. Should be strike 2. As the count is called 1-1, says he pulls the bunt back. Don't know about it. I don't know, Blue. Showing bunt early. Leaving and he pulls the bunt back and drives it up the middle. The game is tied. Pashoni comes through for the Falcons to tie this game 3-3.
Things are getting interesting now.
We have a tied game in the top of the 7th.
Number 22, Luciano Leone.
As he fakes the bunt like he's playing MLB The Show. And it'll bring up Luciano Leone, the 3-hitter, flying high after last inning's performance on the mound as Guzman's first pitch will miss outside for a ball. 1 out, runner on first for the 1-0 pitch, as that's going to be in for a called strike on the outer half. 7th inning of action, score 3-3. The pitch misses outside. Count moves in Leone's favor, 2-1. George Threats waits on deck as Pashoni is leading off of first base. Pitch will be, back pick attempt is going to be safe. Called by the ump, a close play. A good try from the catcher, Tolentino. – 3-1 count on Leon at the plate. Guzman's 3-1 pitch is going to be delayed by a pickoff attempt, who slides back in safely at first. Blown save already, looking to keep the tie, as this pitch is going to be in for a strike. Count moves full again, 3-2. Another full count for Guzman, trying to keep this game tied. The 3-2 pitch will be delayed by another pickoff attempt by Guzman. Guzman working out of the stretch. Leon batting from the right side at the plate. The 3-2 is going to be just outside. Close pitch. Seemingly zone shrinking for Guzman. Might have been a strike a couple innings ago. Doesn't seem to get the call now. Runners on first and second with one away, and Ethan Madden at the plate. Pinch hitting, Ethan Madden for George Threats. First pitch ball. Gets even now, 1-1. 1-1 count, one away. With runners on first and second. This will miss outside. Falling behind now, 2-1. The 1-1, 2-1 is grounded to second, thrown on to second, thrown to first, and it gets over his head. Asensio trying to turn two, and he's going to throw it over the first baseman's head. They get the out at second, but the throwing error allows a run to score. As the Falcons take the lead now. They get the second out of the inning, but it's a costly out. They give up the lead. Game that the Thunderbolts were leading up until the 6th inning. Leading up until the 7th inning. Shutting them out up until the 6th. Now trailing. 2 away and a runner on first. Lefty Nick Massey takes the first pitch inside for a ball. One and 0 from Randy Guzman is going to be fouled up and out of play. Count even now at 1-1. Asensio felt the slide from Leon was interfering with his throw, but umpires disagree as Guzman gets strike 2 swinging from Massey. It's a 1-2 count now, as he'll fly this to left field. John Varon makes the catch for the final out of the top of the 7th, but the damage is already done for the Falcons, now leading 4-3 after 2 runs score. Welcome back in for the bottom of the 7th inning, following Randy Guzman's save attempt, resulting in 2 runners scoring and the Falcons taking the lead late in this one. Luciano Leone, leader of the Red Storm, on the mound, trying to finish this one off as he led them storming back from momentum gained on the mound to the big slide into second base that resulted in a throwing error from Damon Asensio. Speaking of Damon Asensio, he'll lead us off as it's 1, 2, and 3 coming up for the Thunderbolts. If there's any part of the lineup you'd like to get a run back with, it's this one, as Asensio fouls off the first pitch and stares out at Leone. Asensio was upset by the slide into second. See if he gets some revenge. He'll take this pitch low for a ball. 1-1 count for Asensio. Tolentino waits on deck as he's hit by the pitch. Rifles the bat down as he's chirping Leone on the way to first base. Tempers flaring now between Asensio and Leone, and there'll be an ejection here. You knew something might start up if that would happen, and it's Leone who's ejected. The pitcher, Leone, ejected from the game following the hit by pitch. Irate as could be, as he's being serenaded off the field by Thunderbolts fans. Costly hit by pitch, as West coaches continue to argue with the umpire following the ejection. The runner on first is Asensio. Tempers flaring up after a hit by pitch following the dirty slide, considered dirty slide by Leone in the previous inning. The Falcons are without a pitcher now and no one away in the bottom of the 7th inning. They'll have to warm up someone as he's ejected. It's going to be Ryan Zarella coming in off the bench. Zarella this season posting a 1.34 ERA in 15.2 innings in relief. Just the guy you want to see if you're a Falcons fan. You can't get much better than that out of the bullpen. As the PA announcer announces Leone's ejection to the crowd, to an applause, as Ryan Zarella has as much time as he needs to warm up following an ejection like that. Wow. Talk about momentum. Chirping on both sides, but it's going to be Leone who gets ejected for it, following his act of aggression deemed by the umpires of the hit by pitch. Bolts are buzzing late, looking to get back 1 run to tie this, as Carlos Morejo gets ready to come to the plate off the freshly inserted Ryan Zarella. Not what you want to see on senior night from Luciano Leone, who can't finish the game. necessary injection. The way tempers were flaring between the two teams. Let's see if we can get this camera going. Oh, baby. The camera is back. Nobody on. Nobody out. And one runner on. And the camera comes back right when it needs to be. Let's see how long it'll last. Hopefully, if any sparks are going to fly, this camera will stay on for it. Please. Please go on. Please stay on camera. If anyone's watching this, pray for this camera to stay on for the rest of this game. As you see Ryan Zarella warming up on the mound. This camera is showing as much clutch as Kyrie Irving. Clutch. Carlos Morejo. We'll see if he gets intentionally walked for the second time today. I doubt West is planning on facing them, but we'll see their game plan. Damon Asensio has speed. Putting him in scoring position makes nearly guaranteed that a hit will tie this game as the camera freezes up on us. Again, we're going to reset it here, and it's going to come back on. If it freezes again, we're just going to have to let it freeze until action time happens here. Zarella again having as much time as he needs to warm up. A game relatively uneventful through the first 5 has kicked up the intensity late. 6th and 7th innings being full of action here as the camera freezes up on us again. That might be the last you see of it. Keep it frozen until gameplay starts again here. Game that was seemingly all but over. Falcons look dead. Stormed back. A red storm back. Zarella takes his time on the mound to get ready, facing no outs and a runner on first. Looks like we're ready to get going. Infield will set up as Carlos Morejo, pretty much the most, and he's going to first. They intentionally walk him. Again, they won't test it. It'll bring up Tolentino to the plate. Tolentino has been on fire against West, as having 2 of the 3 hits that East had last game, and then the game before that had 3 doubles. Tolentino has been swinging well against these Bulls. Runners now on first and second, as we see if his camera will come back, and it won't. It'll freeze up on us, of course. Who would have guessed? As a pickoff move will be not in time, as Zarella starts off his appearance with a pickoff attempt. Camera running smooth for now. We'll see how long it sticks with us. No runners, no outs, as the first pitch bunt attempt is pulled back, and he gets by as runners move to second and third now. Runners both in scoring position. A hit could walk this game off as the screen again freezes. We'll see. We'll try our hardest to get this walk-off. I hope this walk-off doesn't freeze up. But a wild pitch there moves runners into second and third for the Thunderbolts with just nobody out. Nobody's out. It's right there for the Thunderbolts as Tolentino swings at the pitch and fouls it out of play. Tolentino now 1-1 count. Third base coach calls time as they're going to pinch run for Carlos Morejo. It'll be number four, Tyler Chisholm, coming in off the bench to pinch run for Morejo at second. Chisholm representing the winning run. If Tolentino can drive him in here, infield playing in, looking to prevent the tying run. As he's going to swing at this, it's going to get down to first baseline. It's going to be fair. The video's not working. It's going to get down to first baseline, and Chisholm's going to score, and we're going to walk this game off. The video doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. They're going to walk this game off. The Thunderbolts walk off senior night, win 5-4 following the ejection of Luciano Leone, waving goodbye to the Falcons. The crowd is electric right now as Cranston East walks it off. Tolentino hits a ground ball down the third base line, sneaks past just fair as tempers are still flaring between the teams. This could get ugly so quickly as coaches are being held back, players being held back. Might not see any handshaking after this one, folks, but it's going to be the Cranston East Thunderbolts who take it. They take the game by a score of 5-4. See if we can organize a handshake here successfully. Seems like we're okay. 5-4 walk-off by Jaden Tolentino. Gets the Bolts buzzing into the playoffs. Bolts win senior night, win the season series. And they'll take this game and this momentum to the playoffs. What an exciting game between both teams as the Falcons fall to the Thunderbolts here. Star Tolentino able to walk it off right down the third baseline. Would have been a great moment if the video would work, but you get what you get. Exhilarating finish here. Five to 4 is your final. Win goes to Randy Guzman. His tempers still heated between these two rivals. Rivalry reignited here at Stadium and senior night. Your loss goes to Zarella, but what can you do when your pitcher gets ejected? Great victory for the Thunderbolts. And that'll do it for this one. 5-4 final. Jaden Tolentino walks it off. Wow. What a great time for the camera not to work, huh?